Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Clear Oceans. This is an event episode. We have Heavensturn. It started on the 31st of December 2024 and will continue through to January the 17th, 2025. I'm currently recording it on the third day of said January, and we are here in Limsa, which is where we left Clear last time. So it was kind of fortuitous. This is the Heavensturn event. All right, look at that. Hebi Doshin is back. Let's go talk to her. Heavensturn Trivia. The Hebi Doshin wishes to test your knowledge of Heavensturn customs. This quest is available for a limited time only. So if you start it and don't finish it before the event ends, you will have to abandon it because it's not going to be there for you to pick up next year. My, you look ready for all manner of arduous journeys and feats of valor. An adventurer, perchance? Pray forgive my idle speculation. I am known as the Hebi Doshin, and along with my fellow delegates have come to these shores that you might share a Heavensturn custom with the fine folk of Noscea. Both our peoples mark the turning of one year to the next, but how we do so differs in a few key respects. In Eorzean tradition, and I missed that last bit, this year's totem is none other than the Hebi, though the term snake might be more familiar to Eorzean ears. Where I hail from, this oft-reviled creature presents longevity and regeneration owing to the miraculous manner in which the Hebi emerges anew time and time again after shedding its skin. That many and more may benefit from the noble beast's blessings, my fellow delegates and I have devised what we hope will be an entertaining little event. I present you the inaugural Slithery Trivia Trial. I know, Clear, I'd give her that look too. Participants will wend their way snake-like through the city streets and answer the questions posed by the trivia taskmasters they encounter. Ooh. Oh, look at this. I love it. Every festival they do something for it. I have bid my sisters, the 3 Hebi Yoriki, await their charges at certain locations throughout Lominsa. Now, we're in Lominsa. To start this event, you will need to be level 15 or higher, and you will have needed to complete, if you don't start in Limsa, you'll have needed to complete the envoy quest in the main storyline. So if you're just starting a new character, don't despair. Work your way through your main story events until you get to the quest, the envoy, complete that quest, and you'll be able to come to Limsa and actually take part in the event too. If you started in Limsa, you're in luck, but who knows where this event is going to take us, so you might need to complete envoy in order to complete the rest of the quest, but I don't know that yet. We're going to find out as we go. As for you, adventurer, I urge you to seek them out and put your knowledge of Far Eastern customs to the test, and rest assured that an auspicious prize is yours for the taking should you succeed. Consider it a means of stocking up on good fortune before your next foray into the world. How about it? Have I piqued your interest? Oh, yay! Go Clear! This little event of ours is first and foremost about promoting insight and understanding. To that end, should you find yourself stumped during the quiz, simply say so and my sisters will provide a helpful hint. It is a perfect score. If it is a perfect score you seek, you may also wish to speak with the Hebi Doshin and acquire the knowledge you need. The first quizmaster you shall face is the eldest of my younger sisters, the blue Hebi Yoriki. You'll find her a short distance north of here. Pray, shed your misgivings and venture forth. Ooh, I am intrigued by this. Alrighty, let's go. North, right? Oh, yeah. Blue Hebi Yoriki. The bracing ocean air, the hustle and the bustle. What a marvellous place. I do hope my dear sisters and I get a chance to do some sightseeing. Oh, I keep getting caught up in the charms of this fair city. I have a question for you, slithery trivery trial contender. Let me see. Ready? As you are no doubt aware, the snake is considered a most auspicious creature in my brave Hingashi, in my native Hingashi. But what blessing can one hope to receive from the humble Hebi? I could really do with some help here. Very well. I shall give you a hint. In the Far East, snakes are said to be emissaries of the god of luck. Pray think on that before offering your answer. Fair fortune. I've got it. Wonderful, simply wonderful. Snakes are indeed said to be bringers of fortune. By the way, there exists one scalekin in particular known to lavish extra helpings of luck on those who encounter it. The Tsuchinoko. Where other serpents are sleek and slender, the Tsuchinoko is broad and bulbous. Alas, few have ever laid eyes upon its decidedly un-snake-like form. Anyhow, that brings my section of the quiz to an end. You'll find my younger sister, the yellow Hebi Yoriki, by the drowning wench. Pay her a visit for the next round of the slithery trivia trial. I'm never going to get that right, am I? Alrighty, let's go. The slithery trivia trial. Okay, this is the drowning wench. Oh wait, I see a little shield. Out near. Wow. What a view, huh? Oh, wow. By the Kami, this city is absolutely packed with people. 'Tis enough to send you dizzy. Ah, give me a moment, contender. You're aware that the snake is a symbol of luck, yes? Well, some snakes are luckier than others, and they happen to have one thing in common, their color. Any guesses as to what that might be? I haven't the foggiest. How about a hint? I think it's yellow, but I'm not sure. Fine, I'll take pity on you. Apparently, there are a pair of snakes this very same color on the Gridanian flag. Ah, then definitely, I think, a glittering gold. A glittering gold snake? Sounds like the kind of creatures that'd do wonders for your finances, but in all seriousness, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone spotting a snake like that. White was the answer I was looking for. White snakes are rare mystical creatures, hence the association with good fortune. But when it comes to rarity and mystique, there's one snake that deserves special mention, the elusive great white Tsuchinoko. In times past, people would pray to the lucky serpent in the hope of receiving its blessings. In the past 100 years or so, though, there hasn't been a single recorded sighting of the creature. Its existence is all but a fable these days. Anyway, you have just one question left. Head to the Bismarck to see my little sister, the red Hebi Yoriki. Oh, I know, I can't remember the colours on the Gridanian flag. You would think so, but yeah, you would be disappointed. I am disappointed in me too. Where were we going again? Speak with the red Hebi Yoriki. Nah, what heavenly smells! I must remember to visit the Bismarck and pick up a few tasty treats for my sisters. There you are, contender. I've been waiting for you. I hope you're ready for the last question. Oh, I'm not ready at all. I assume you heard all about how we Far Easterners used to revere the great white Tsuchinoko, yes? I'm guessing my sister also told you how there's been nary a sighting for over a century now. A crying shame, I tell you. Still, the people of Hingashi, being the resourceful people they are, found a suitable surrogate to pay respects to during Heavensturn. Any ideas as to what they might have turned to? Rice cakes, eggs, or a Moogle? You know what? A nudge in the right direction would be much appreciated. If you insist, I'll say this. Our Heavensturn decorations involve more than one thing stacked upon another. That's not helpful. Wait, are they rice sacks? So rice cakes. Rice cakes! Precisely. To be honest with you, I'm surprised an Eorzean would even have an inkling. Colour me impressed. Lady, you gave me a wonderful clue. Um, when I say cake, you're probably thinking of something nice and light. But the rice cakes we decorate our homes with during Heavensturn in Hingashi are rock hard. We take one pebbly hard rice cake and stack it on top of another. You have to use your imagination a little, but they're supposed to look like the great white Tsuchinoko itself. Well, that brings us to the end of the Slithery Trivia. Thanks for taking part. We can't forget your prize now, can we? For your efforts, a gift born of the finest, painstaking Hingashi craftsmanship. A rock-hard rice cake? And it'll be yours in a matter of moments. Hold on, Uh-oh. Blast! I could have sworn we had plenty left. Under normal circumstances, you'd be walking away with an exquisite white Tsuchinoko ornament, positively overflowing with good fortune. But surrounded by all these enticing scents, I completely forgot to restock. My big sister is going to be livid. No, it's okay. I can help. Maybe? Oh, it seems there was one left after all. Phew. Sorry about that. Anyhow, it's all yours. Oh, and it's impertinent to even ask, but could I trouble you to tell my sister, the Hebi Bugyo, I mean, that I've run out of prizes? I'd happily fetch more myself, but I ought to stay here just in case another trivia challenger shows up. So, can I count on you? Sure, I can do that. Much obliged. May the Kami guide you. I have I don't know, it sounded like I have a red Hebiyoko. No, not red Hebiyoko. A fat statuette of a Tsuchinoko. Where am I going? Oh, right. I know where I'm going. Let's go for a sprint. I should probably have just taken the little, the Ethernet. Yes, I should definitely have taken the Ethernet. Alrighty. Through the drowning wench. I wonder how many adventurers have run through this way. You know, she does not look like she's wearing pants. Excuse me for a minute. Oh, right. She's wearing a skirt. A very short skirt. And no tights. Honestly, Clea, it's pouring rain. It's cold and you're in a skirt. So, if we stop to visit the Hebi Doshin. Good morrow to you, my lady. I am the Hebi Doshin, member of a Far Eastern delegation come to share our traditions of Heavensturn with the good people of Eorzea. If there's aught you would know at this year's celebration, you need only ask. What do you do here? At the turning of the year, a small delegation of our people will journey to Eorzea to celebrate the coming of Heavensturn, and in so doing, strengthen the bonds of friendship between Eorzea and the Far East. This year, our leader, the Hebi Bugyo, has planned a uniquely entertaining quiz that delves into all manner of Heavensturn Trivia. Pray test your knowledge and mark this most auspicious of occasions. And what is Heavensturn? You are unfamiliar with this festival? The tradition has a rich history which dates back centuries, but I do not wish to bore you, so I shall try and keep my summation brief. Heavensturn is a celebration that marks the start of a new year. Though the way in which it is observed differs from region to region, here in Eorzea it is said that the 12 select one among them to keep vigil over the realm until the next passing of the 12 moons. I believe this year it is Limsa, watcher of the seas and goddess of navigation, who has been charged with this duty. In the Far East, however, the changing of the year is heralded by one of 12 totem animals. As you have no doubt discerned from my helm, this year we pay homage to the revered Hebi. I speak of the creature you would know better as a snake. I come seeking knowledge. Say no more. Pray listen carefully. We Far Easterners are fond of our superstitions, one of which concerns the Hebi, a creature said to bestow great fortune upon all who behold one. But Hebi are as multifarious as they are scaly, and while each species has their merits, white Hebi in particular are revered for their rarity. But there is one serpent that stands, or rather slithers, above the rest, and that is the fabled great white Tsuchinoko, luck giver supreme. Traditionally, the people of Hangashi have used rice cakes to decorate their homes and represent the creature when praying for its blessings. Alas, in modern times, sightings of the real serpent have all but ceased. Thank you. Alrighty, let's go and speak to Hebi Bugyo. Hi. I love this little... I was going to call it a snowman, but this must be the white Hebi Tsuchinoko. Am I to understand my sister allowed prize supplies to run out and asked you to report this fact to me in her stead? Uh-oh. Clearly, my efforts at disciplining her have fallen short of the mark. I must redouble my efforts. Please accept my sincere apologies. I shall send someone along forthwith to replenish our stocks. Aww. What have we here? Did you perhaps drop your prize? No. Mochi! Mochi! Oh my god. Yeah, there's a snake loose. I know, I'm Australian. We have a problem with snakes. Even cute, fat, white snakes. But by the kami! Our prizes may be exquisitely crafted, but they are mere ornaments. They do not possess the faculty for speech or locomotion, I can assure you. Which leads me to think, could this be the fabled great white Tsuchinoko of yore, unseen and unheard of for generations? To think I'd live to see the day. What a wonderfully auspicious occasion this is. It's got a little tiny tail on it. But I must say, it is passing strange that the great white Tsuchinoko should appear in Eorzea of all places. Perhaps it found its way on board our delegation vessel before we set sail. It's happy. Perhaps you would be willing to take the creature with you on your journey? Well, how could I say no to such a cute little face with bangs? Of course, for our delegation, the Sacred Serpent's coming is an event of great historical importance. Nevertheless, we cannot discount the notion that the great white Tsuchinoko chose to appear before you in particular, that you might benefit from its blessings. Besides, it appears quite taken with you. It does. I've made friends with a snake. Mochi! Clear, that look from Clear. Uh-huh. I have a lucky white snake. What's it doing? Before I forget, I should point out that Omakuchi are available to draw for the rest of the Heavensturn season. It might prove to be a delightful distraction ere matters great and small call you to the road once again. Not that you need fear drawing a less than encouraging fortune. Nay, with the great white Tsuchinoko at your side, you are sure to overcome any hardships that come slithering your way. You may have my heartfelt thanks for joining in with this humble endeavour of ours. May the hallowed Hebi guide you on the path of fortune till the heavens turn once again. oh, oh my gosh, we have found ourselves a new little minion. How cute is that? The Far Eastern Omakujishi is offering his services for the remainder of the Heavensturn festivities this year. Speak with him to see what fortune has in store for you after your rendezvous with the great white Tsuchinoko. Man, I hope I did not slaughter that. Great White Serpent of Squidge achievement. Thank you so much. Okay, so each year, if you're a 100% achievement getter and you're just starting the game, you are never going to get the achievements for the events that have come in years past. They're gone. But you would probably want to get the events from here on and count your 100% as those achievements that were in the game when you started, as in that still existed, that hadn't finished. So, speaking of achievements, we'll wander into character. We will grab our achievements, which are down the bottom. The amount of times I've opened that, you would think I would know where it is by heart. Okay. And, see, that is it's a cross between a snowman and a Tsuchinoko. Okay, so every year we have achievements that come out for the holidays. We'll just see if I can find it again. So under quests, under seasonal events. So if you've only just joined, the ones that you have gone, you won't be able to get. But the ones that are still coming, you will be able to. So, so this is Heavensturn. And I don't see it under my seasonal events yet. Probably because it's frequent. Good question. Oh no, there it is. Great White Serpent of Squidge. Great White Serpent of Squidge. It's very cute. Alright. I think too, we also have a new challenge log, maybe. Yes, so I might work with her on that off screen. Right, however, seeing as we have just earned our Great White Serpent of Squidge, and we will not find our Great White Serpent in our Minions box yet. So character, under Minion Guide, you'll see that we only have our little griffin. Well, that's our favourite. And over here, 18. Where are the rest of them? Oh no, there we go. These are all of our minions, and we don't have our Squidgy Serpent in there yet. So you go into your inventory, you find your Squidgy Serpent, you right click, and then left click. They will vanish from your inventory, but fear not, your Squidgy Serpent is now in your minion guide, marked with a little green dot, so whenever there's a new one that you haven't clicked on, you have this. Initially thought to be a mere ornament, the Hebi Bugyo was just as surprised as you were when this squat, snake-like creature began to move of its own accord. Revered in the Far East as a serpentine bringer of luck, it must have wriggled on board a ship bound for the shores of Limsa. Apparently it is an obedient serpent, so it will only bite those you want it to. That is not in the description, by the way. And I am going to see if I can activate my Tsuchinoko summon. Alrighty, so we'll say goodbye to my little Jibanyan, who's accompanied me for ages. And we'll say hello to Tsuchinoko. You know, in Australia we do have a little fat snake. Well, it's fat compared to other snakes. It's called a death adder, and it likes to lie warming itself on paths. And it'll lie there looking innocent and totally non-aggressive up until the point you go to step over it, at which point it thinks you're attacking it and bites you and kills you. Um, no, not everything in Australia will kill you, man. You people who live in a land of bears and mad moose and angry tigers and lions need to chill on that. It's just that our wildlife that is very cute. I'm not going to get used to it squidging along behind me. So there you go, guys. That is Heavensturn in Limsa Lominsa. These are our decos, our decorations. We have Chocobo and our lucky white cat. Actually, I think we have all of the critters from the calendar here, don't we? No, we don't. I know, now I'm just doing a decoration tour, which of course involves us heading over to Ul'dah very, very shortly. We might take the, if I can remember where I put the Ethernet, we might take the airship across to Limsa. Not Limsa, Ul'dah, and we'll have a look at the decorations there, and then we'll take a quick trip over to the Makedo Theatre in Gridania, and we'll have a look there. You know what we haven't done? We have not looked at what the event, the festival supplier happens to be holding, so let's have a look at this. Zoni, which is a meal that gives you plus 6% gathering points and a perception of plus 5. That's pretty good. Advent cakes for your prism. An Oriental New Year's meal, which goes on your tabletop in your housing, if you have it. I don't, unfortunately. And a Springtide fan stand. That looks very pretty too. Which also goes in your house. So I can't get those. It's a shame because I'd like to be able to pick those up next year, but I don't think they have a stall where I can pick up past year's Heavensturn things. I think they just introduced one this year for the Christmas event, and if I could remember its name I would use it. Just my brain has gone completely blank. Off to the airship landing, please. Thank you. All that. Let's have a quick tour of the decorations in the other cities, because is that the airship ticket? Yeah. Because it's always worth having a look, is what. Alrighty. The steps of Nald. Okay. Actually, this is most fortuitous. By traveling down to the by airship to Ul'dah, we've given ourselves the opportunity to travel down via the lift attendant to the very first decoration point. So Nanahomi, let's go down to the Ruby Road Exchange. So there are 2 points in Ul'dah where they have decorations like in great profuseness and not just around the city. This is one of them. So if you have a look, we've got the Ul'dah decorations. The cranes are the dancing cranes, yeah. And these are our decorations in Ul'dah. I love this part. Every city gets decorated just a little bit differently. It's always worth having a bit of a look. Whoops, I fell into that. That snowman has a mustache. Alright. They keep the same theme, so like the coloured lights or rice cakes. The lilies. No, they're not lilies, those are reed. Bamboo pipes. There we go. Alright, the next point that we have decorations in, I think I've just gone the wrong way, but anyway, no, we've gone. The Gold Court is the other place they have. So you go straight from the Ruby Road Exchange straight into the Gold Court. Not what I normally do, which is take the long way around. And they always decorate this space with little bits and bobs. There we go. And then, so if you travel through the cities, you'll find that some areas have more decorations than others. Usually around the Ethernet points, but there's generally one space that has the most decorations. So it looks like these guys just put it into the Ruby Road Exchange and the Gold Court. Let's head back to our airship landing, and we're going to go see what we've got in New Gridania. All right, let's go talk to our ticketer. To Gridania. Away we go. I love this game. It's just so pretty. So there are two things that'll get me started on a game. One is if it's got a good story, and so the first is if it's got a good story. The second is if it's pretty. So the first thing that'll draw me is how it looks, and then I'll read the blurb and see if it has a good story. And those will get me to try the game. And then if you want to keep me playing the game, then you've got to have a story. So yeah. So it looks like there's a couple of opportunities here for Clea. I will get her to do those off screen. We'll just head on over this way. Grab our Etherite. So the main point in Gridania, where you see festival decorations. So these guys haven't decorated all out for Heavensturn either. So we're going to go over to Maketo's amphitheater, which is where they normally put their decorations. We're going to have a look and see what they've done. Oh, look at this. The other thing too, in each city, and I forgot to find the one in Ul'dah, but in each city, generally where your most decorations are, they'll have like a little stand with the supplier. But it looks like this year, if you want to purchase things, you're going to have to go to Limsa. Let's see if... I know, he's got his... Oh my gosh. He's got his stand decorated. Let's see if he's open. We're closed. Come back later. Would that every day could be a festival. Ah, he's closed, but he has his little thing. Tsuchinoko. Alright, so we can go down into here. Here's your Hebi Doshin. It'll give you information on the festival. And as you can see, the Maketo amphitheater has been dressed up. That is pretty, isn't it? I do like that. I know which one I'm going to use for my thumbnail. So there you go. But guys, I think, seeing as she's dressed as her archer, which must mean that's what I'm developing next, I think what we'll do is we're going to leave you there. If you enjoyed learning about this year's 2025 Heavensturn Festival, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. And I'll check you later. Take care out there.